If you look at the 2025 budget, how much do you even have for border security? That's the truth. The whole budget of Nigeria Immigration Service is less than, I think it's about, the capital budget is less than 10 billion or something, naira. And you want to protect 4,024 square kilometers of our border space. Are we joking? One, you kill one terrorist and the border is porous, 20 will come in, and the military are challenged. So for us, we need to be very realistic with ourselves. Do we want a system that works? Or we just want to play, to the gallery. We have some of the most brilliant people in our DSS. We have our NIA doing fantastically well. You can see the kind of leadership that the NSA is providing. But the simple truth is that when we talk about security, internal security, the first thing that comes to a Nigerian mind is the military. That is a sign of failure of our internal security agencies. Let's tell ourselves the truth. I do not see a reason why our police, for instance, should even rely on budgetary allocation. Let's call a spade a spade. I don't see it. We're talking about the most populous black nation on earth. Africa has a population of 1.2 billion people. 240 of that population are Nigerians. And you have a police that depends on budget, capital release, and all these things, and you think we will be efficient. Sir, my brother Ben, I have utmost trust in your coordination as chairman of this council. We have an opportunity now to get it right. And also, before I leave, something is very important I must say. The attention that we are paying to cyber security, we are still living 20 years behind. You cannot continue to run a cyber security architecture on what's it called, an ad hoc arrangement. There must be proper security framework.
So when we say that Tinubu is a joke and that he is paying lip service to the security of lives and properties of Nigeria, some of you thought we were just being unnecessarily unrealistic and then maybe just trying to be critics. But that's his minister, and unfortunately the Minister of Interior, that is saying that he's complained about the budgetary allocation for security in this country. We don't have serious budget interest for border security. We have very limited attention for internal security. These are the things he listed. And he spoke about cyber security. Unfortunately, we are running, and this is a minister, an insider telling us now. I don't know, it's a conference, so I can appreciate Tunji's outburst to a conference of like minds or stakeholders. But to us Nigerians that sees this content, it shows, of course, that we have a government that do not understand what the time is. You don't know what the time is. They don't know. You are renovating the National Conference Center for 39 billion naira. Whereas we don't pay the same amount. And I have asked a few persons who are in the APC that have consistently told me that Bola Tinubu is doing well. I said, if you were to get into office as president of Nigeria in 2023, May 29th, what would be your four most important areas? And they spoke about power. They spoke about security of lives and properties. They spoke about poverty alleviation. And they spoke about investment in health and education. That twin concern. Ask me in these four areas what exactly. The only thing that Bola Tinubu has spent his time doing is do propaganda and trying to write paper development for Nigerians that are not palpable, that Nigerians cannot feel and seal. Paper development. To say we have cured this, we have cured. Because it's easy. It is actually easier to do all these rhetorics and put it out there. But Nigerians want to see development. And these are key sectors. Investment in these key critical sectors of the society and the economy. What has he done so far for power? I say that everywhere. Tinubu's weakest link in his cabinet, the worst minister of this country, apart from him being challenged by the agricultural ministry, that one wants to go and do fasting and prayer, the worst minister in Bola Tinubu's government is the minister of power. That's the worst. Yet, you want to pay attention. In 2023, you got to power. And you did not prioritize security, did not prioritize power, did not prioritize poverty alleviation, massive poverty alleviation. I'm not saying paper analogies. And that is a minister, a person that has sat with this government, that has seen budget comes. Now, by privileged opportunity, he's seen two budgets from this current government, the 2024 budget and the 2025 budget. And then he cannot say that we are joking in this country. Sir, the only thing I need Tunji to do is just to send that message as a text message to his principal Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and so that the rest of you will know you want to secure a country, because of course it doesn't concern them. You are playing politics. You don't want to do. Whereas, and you spoke about the police, I was laughing. When the Nigerian police force work is to be looking for social media critics that they will tag as cyber bullies and defamators or defamers, so that they can use them, send them to prison. At this level, at the time of this country, with the situation we are in, we expected a reformation. I asked my friends who are in the APC and they are clapping for Tinubu, what is particularly different in our security architecture that Buhari did that Tinubu is doing now? What has Tinubu brought in that is special, apart from taking power from Northerners, Hausa men, and giving it to Yoruba men in this government? What has been different? Ask me or answer it. What has been different? What is the new security vision for this country? What is the goal? What are we supposed to achieve by 2025 or 2030? Sorry. What is the goal to be achieved by 2040? What has been laid down as procedures? What is the target? What is being done? You engage somebody that like no Ribadu. It's not that he's an expert per se. He works in the police, senior police officer before he left for the FCC. I don't know if he has any other thing. I just said that people say that he's respected in the government. That's all. He's NSA. What is special? The last we heard of him is that he called the president to declare state of emergency and remove Fubara from. Is that the work of an NSA? Is that why you are NSA? Political conversations, and that's the problem. And when we say things like, "Thank God you are hearing it from one of yours," at least they will sack him like somebody wrote there in the comment. He will be sacked, but it doesn't change the truth.